Is shame keeping you from accomplishing your financial dreams? I'm talking today about shame. And shame is something we all go through. It's an emotion that's gonna come up in our lives from time to time. The problem is with so many women that I speak to on a daily basis is that we are carrying around our shame in a little cute designer handbag that's accompanying with us all the time, except for it's not so cute anymore because it has 50-pound weights in it or more of the shame that we are carrying around, because there's so many things that we believe that we should have done by now. We have to get rid of this notion that there are any shoulds, that there is any path. We have to break down the masculine paths of all things, especially money and the timelines. There are no timelines anymore. I mean, the world has shifted. The timelines do not exist. When do you buy your first house? When do you go to college? When do you get married? When do you have babies? Everything is shifting. You can feel it, right? You see it happening with society too, right? So we have to get rid of the shame. And a lot of times it's still from old programming that we are believing from our parents, specifically our parents. That's usually the number one culprit for so many of us. And we have to shift past that. A lot of times it's our partners or just the expectations that were placed on our lives, maybe from your boss or your workplace or wherever it is. So we need to break down and get rid of shame once and for all. So this came up for me today, and so I wanted to just do a live on it. So it's so funny. My team has been preparing my slide deck for me for all of what we're doing with social media, minus when I go rogue and I do stupid things like sing on Instagram. But minus that, we have this amazing schedule of topics that we want to share with you. And today just so happened to be one on shame that Karen put together for me. And I was reading through one of my old blogs that I wrote, this blog, I think in 2017 or so, but it still applies to today. And then today, so right after, this is the topic I'm doing, I'm talking on shame, all these things, I get an email that totally shamed me. And it's just that moment where I'm I feel total and utter shame. And you guys, this is from a past mistake in my life from 2007, 2008. That still comes back to haunt me, and that shame around mistakes you made years ago. Even though I've forgiven the mistake, I deal with the mistake every month in the form of mortgage payments. But and rental properties, long story. But there's just so many things that come up in our lives that we've made mistakes. I am by no means perfect when it comes to money. None of us are, because money is that energy. You're controlling the source of energy, and you're gonna naturally go through these ebbs and flows in your life with money, and why money will stick with you at some times and why it will just flee from you at other times, and how are you treating it and all those kind of things. And so much is determined by our shame. So how do we shift out of the shame? It's a good question. Do I have the answer? I do not know. No, I do have the answer. And it's all by starting out with our mindset and saying, okay, we need to first acknowledge the shame. We need to acknowledge that's the feeling. We need to pinpoint that feeling of what we're feeling. That is the starting place. Because once you acknowledge it, once you get clarity around the shame you're having in your life on whatever topic it is, you can then work through in healing it. You can't heal shame as a feeling, as an emotion, as the energy you're carrying until you can heal it. So this is back to healing. And how do you heal it? Well, you actually heal it through love. That's how you heal everything. You heal it through loving. You love yourself and you let go of that shame. There is no place you need to be right now. If I told you that you are exactly where you need to be and everything you've ever dreamt of is aligning to work to your highest good, and you believe that and you truly internalize that, you would have no shame about stupid things like the size of your bank account, your credit score, your debt levels, the bankruptcy you filed, whatever it is you're going through, you would have no shame about it. You need to get over that because it is holding you back though from receiving the true abundance that you are called to be receiving. Okay, so you guys hearing me here? That is what you need to break down. So we need to identify it and we need to heal it. We need to heal it. We heal it through love. We love ourselves silly. We love ourselves silly. And you have to fall in love with yourself, you guys. This goes back to why I've been preaching so much on self-care and love and all these things, because if you don't have that peace, you can't then go out and actually cause that ripple effect out into the world with your energy. Like you're a sun, right? You need the sunbeams to come out of you, right? Like you need the laser beams to come out of you, right? You need to be able to share that expansion, that energy with the world. That's funny, I just said the word expansion because my 2020 word of the year is expansion. And hence why I've had the guts to like maybe play a little piano and maybe sing on Instagram and not really care what anyone thinks. It's because when you step into your higher self, your true self, your playful self, oh my goodness, you guys, play more in your life. You will attract more abundance when you are playing in your life and you have more play. Do something silly. Like fall in love again. Fall in love with yourself again. Like do all the things like that make you happy, right? That is where you find that magic, right? So that's what we need to get work on. That's what we need to do to elevate our financial status to the next level. Now, here's the thing. Shame will creep in and you won't also know that it's shame all the time. Like it'll be like secretive, like the devil. It'll be like really secretive. And it doesn't creep in till later. You're like, oh yeah, that was shame. That was shame. There are some big moments in my life. There's shame around health stuff, shame around relationships, like all these different things that you've held on to long that you didn't need to hold on to. There's shame around like your weight. Oh, like I've never had to deal with that ever in my life. Right. Whatever. I am like the queen of body shame, right? So like, how do we elevate that? We get over that. We find it, we see it, we love it. Like I said in one of my lives, I'm like, you need to love yourself thin. Love yourself thin. You do not hate yourself thin. It will never work for you. So these are the kinds of things that we need to identify if it's your health. It's always three things: health, wealth, or love, or relationships. Like those are the three things: health, wealth, and relationships. Those are the three areas of our life where there is gotta be some shame in there that we need to root out. Especially if you're not living your desired life right now. If you're not living in your dreams right now, these are the things. And I mean, I'm working through things all the time. I don't just sit here and preach. Like today, so the email I got, it caused a ton of shame. I was like instantly on the phone to Pam. I'm like, the girls had all left the office. So I'm like, I have no one to talk to be fair. I love my team. Oh, and it's Elements Group 6th birthday next week, and I'm treating my team out for a lovely dinner. I'm so excited. I love my team, and I'm going to spoil them rotten next week. They don't even know what is happening to them. So I'm so excited because I will do crazy stuff. I told them, just dress up and we'll have a good night. So we are going out for dinner, but I'm just so excited. It's 6 years since I launched my company in New York City in Midtown. That was fun. It's been a roller coaster ride and a fun 6 years anyways, I digress. I'm just so excited about next week. June 23rd is Elements Group birthday. So anyways, you'll see and hear all about that. I'm sure. But, whatever I was talking about, which was shame, of course, but we have to just get over it. It's time, you guys. It's time to up level. It's time to step into the queen that you were called to be, okay? You were made for a time such as this. This is your time. You have to take the shame. When I was telling you about like calling all my girls, they were gone, so I had to phone them and tell them about my shame. And you guys, what you need in your life, and this is kind of like how I'm wrapping this live up today, is you need to have a cheerleader. You need to have the people in your life who validate you, who are on the side of your dreams. This is so key. And this has been such a key pivotal into, I would say, my personal transformation over the years has been, and even more so has been mostly because I am very selective now with who I share my dreams with. and I probably share them with you and I don't care because you can't talk back to me on the screen. You can message me, but I can delete you. But I don't share a lot of my deep desires, my true desires, unless I'm with people who I feel safe around and I can share that level of dream and what I want to birth into the world. I keep it quiet. I keep it in this. This is like, you can't even open this. This is like all things very dirty and bad, but not really. But it's just, you need to have the companionship, the relationships, the cheerleaders. You need to be validated with your dreams, and you need to find the people who love you no matter what. No matter what. And you guys, I'm here for those women. If you need to be loved no matter what, I'm your biggest cheerleader. I have an abundance of love to give, mostly because I have sought out amazing women in my life who've supported me and give me that love to the point where I could just cry. But I get that love and I get that support from my team so I can support you. That is how this works. We're a team, right? So I've sought out my team to support me, my cheerleaders, my friends, my group of people. And now, if you need someone on your team, if you need to have cheerleaders who are going to cheer you on to get out of that maybe crappy financial situation, or take the financial situation you're in, which is great, and up level it to that like 7-figure like dream lifestyle, dream business, we are here for that, me and my team, and we want to pour out love to you. We want to be here for you. That's what we do at Elements Financial Group. I've put together a team of amazing women who are so worthy of love, and I sometimes don't feel worthy of them. They are too amazing for me, and sometimes I just feel like patting myself on the back for how amazing of a team I chose. But you guys, surround yourself with people who absolutely lift you up and absolutely love you. That's always the message. The message will always come back. To love. The message can never be anything but love. It can't. Anything that you're going through, you can heal it. You can heal it through love. I love you. That is what you need to hear today. I love you. Go out and live your legacy.